It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Purity Brewing Company, and it's a bottle of their Pure Ubu Premium Amber Ale. It's coming in at 4.5% ABV in a 500 milliliter bottle. I'm a real fan of Purity Brewing Company. Really fell in love with their beers during kind of the situation really of 2020. They were kind enough to send me some of their kind of craft cans, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful beer. It was absolutely fantastic stuff. They're saddle black, and they did a lager in a light blue can. It was beautiful, absolutely fantastic beer, and I just loved it. And since then, well, before that, I was drinking their beer in a place called it was a cask ale pub, the Rummer Tavern in across the way from Cardiff Castle. They always had a couple of Purity Brewing Company beers in it, and on cask their beers were fantastic. They really were. So yeah, I've always had an affiliation for this brewery. I don't know why it's taken me so long, so many years to really get to review some of their bottled beers in the supermarket. Shame on me, I suppose, but let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass. I'm using a pint pot for this one. I like to call these pint pots, this style of glass. So we have a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. It's a dark, it's definitely a premium looking ale. It's that kind of dark amber premium look to the beer. Good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Deep kind of toffee kind of malt look to it. I haven't even smelt it yet, but I'm almost imagining the toffee malt that's going to greet me when I put this beer to my nose. Let's do that. Yes, lovely, 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 lovely. Biscuity, bready, nutty. Little bit of something in there that it's like raspberry jam or something. A little bit of plum jam or raspberry jam, something of that order. And that'll be the hops kind of circulating round up my nostrils. Smells lovely. Let's dive in, shall we? Cheers, everybody. Oh, lots going on. Lots going on. Initially, I was like waiting a little bit, but then all of a sudden it kind of hits you right towards the back of the palate. But perhaps I need to cleanse my palate a bit more. Perhaps I need another mouthful to really kind of gauge what I'm drinking here. Great drinkability for that 4.5% ABV. It's got a nice body to it, a nice rich, slightly thick, creamy body, but it's still very refreshing. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. A little bit spicy and peppery on the back end. Nice bitterness. Definitely a traditional bitterness coming through, rather than a kind of new worldy type kind of hoppy bitterness. This is definitely traditional ale. But it's the reason why you've probably seen a good few of these bottled premium British ales these days on the channel. Recently we've done Witchwood, Banks. These guys, I wouldn't call them completely traditional. They're more of a brewing company. They're more of a kind of, they brew traditional and kind of new world beers. What else have we done? I bought a couple of Spitfire iterations. I bought a lager and a golden ale from Shepherd Neame, and they're going to be released soon on the channel. But there's a reason why I've kind of referred back, if you like, to reviewing beers like this a little bit more on the channel, because I think they deserve it. I think they deserve it, and I like it. I like it. I've spent a lot of time recently, over the last, I'd say last year or two, reviewing supermarket beer, but the canned supermarket beers that can range from £3 to £5 a can. They've been all the rage, lots of people talking about them. Some of them are superb, they're really superb. Some of them are average, some of them I poured down the sink. And it's that reason, the kind of the sink pour supermarket beers, when you're paying £3 a can, and the reason why I've decided to look at the bottle aisle again in the supermarket is to go, hang on a minute. How many times do you buy a bottled beer from a brewery in a supermarket, a traditional brewer, and you pour it down the sink? Next to never does that happen. And it just makes you think a little bit, you know, for all of the greatness that some of the North Brewing Company beers that are in the supermarket in cans are just fantastic. Some of the salt beers are completely wonderful beers. But then there's some stinkers. And I've had a few lately, and I've just gone, I'm just going to concentrate on something a little bit more traditional, just to kind of reset my, I wouldn't say enthusiasm. I'm always really enthusiastic about beer, but probably to kind of just let myself miss these supermarket craft cans a little bit. Have a little bit of time away, and then go back when the next batch gets released and be quite excited for it. This is good, hearty, traditional English ale. The traditional English ale that got me into drinking and reviewing beer on the channel in the very first place. And it has a place, and it has a part of my kind of innards, if you like, a part of this here. It holds a special place with me, this style of beer. And Purity do a great job of brewing it, they really do. It's very good. Very good. Crafted with a conscience in the heart of the Warwickshire countryside, this bottle embodies our love of great beer with real character, brewed responsibly to leave an even better taste in your mouth. 500ml bottle, 4.5% ABV, SEBA Business Awards 2020 winner as a green business. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It looks good. It smells good. It tastes good. Pure ubu for me. For the money, I think I paid, I don't think I paid any more than £1.50 for this beer. So for that money, yeah, this is a very solid 8 out of 10 all day long. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.